What's up guys, BTBS here, welcome back to Fallout 3. And yes, we are in Little Lamplight. We're just about to leave Little Lamplight, in fact. I was going to do a bunch of other stuff, like try and find those other people I was looking for, but to be honest with you, I recorded that like a long time ago. I don't know, probably more than a month ago. Last time I did a big recording thing, and I can't actually remember what I was going to go do. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave that for now. I apologise if my play is a little poor. I am having a lot of problem playing games right now. I've done something to my mouse hand, which has completely fucked up the like the soft palm part of it, and I can't. Oh, I activated a trap that's firing at me. Yeah, I can't like rest my hand properly how I used to, because apparently I've had a bad habit and I've not been supporting my hand properly. I've just been resting all the weight of my hand and my arm on the bit down the bottom, like the bottom of your thumb across the bottom of your hand up towards your pinky, like what is that called, the flat of your hand? I don't know. But yeah, apparently I've been leaning all of my arm's weight on there, and that's not good for it. And now, if I put it down on the like the desk, I get massive shooting pains in my hand and up my arm in a few seconds. So yeah, that kind of sucks. So my play might be a little bad. Oh, there's a plasma rifle. I'll take that. Take all of it. I've been playing an awful lot of Darkest Dungeon because you can play that game basically with just the keyboard or just the mouse, and if I play it with just the mouse I can rest my my arm in a different way. I will just force that. So yeah, you might see an influx of controller games in the future, who knows. Fuck knows how I'm going to manage to play Minecraft. I may just have to be even more slow and methodical about everything I do. So these guys were like trying to get out when a cave-in happened. Ow. I think I just got damaged by either the skeletons or the barbed wire. Betrayed by my own kind. Who would have thunk it? Ah. Right, so. There's a downstairs. There's also... Oh, hello. There's a lot of super mutants in here. And they're basically all master level. Wasn't that? That's a floater. Come on. There we go. Yay, free karma for murdering things. Can I get you through there? I should be able to. There we go. See, I think we're just going to go down and see what's down here, and then maybe go back up later and see what's on the other direction we could have gone. I don't like that that body was still moving. I thought he was still actually alive. Ah, it was him. Probably. Gotcha. Also, in case you're worried, I've already like checked out the best I can, and as far as I'm aware, my wrist problem is not like RSI or anything like that. It's probably just some deep bruising in the like the deep muscle tissue on my hand. I'm gonna go and see my doctor about it eventually, but I've had other priorities. If you've been following the channel for a long time, you'll know that I've had a problem for several years where I injured my ankle. Jesus Christ. And yeah, that's been giving me problems, like problems so bad that I had to stop working because I couldn't stand up for 5 minutes. And I finally started to get help for it. Like, it took several years of doctors not believing, shitting fuck dicks, not believing me that I was in constant pain and, you know, couldn't stand up, couldn't walk, stuff like that. It took like 4.5 years, I think, maybe 3.5 to 4 years of seeing every doctor at every practice in my like tri-county area, basically, before they sort of got sick of it, sent me for MRIs, and I think I had like 3 X-rays, an ultrasound, and 2 MRIs, and it finally came back, and it's like, yeah, I actually have a definitive answer as to what is wrong with it. Apart from one of the things that's wrong with me is like unrelated injury pain. Disarm that. Does that set it off? It does not. Which is like pain that you get from an injury, but it's not actually related to the injury. It's some weird shit. But yeah, I've started my physiotherapy for that. So hey, I might actually be able to like get a job again, which will be nice. It's very hard to spend, you know, several years of your life, which would be like what, early 20s? How old am I? What year is it? I'm like 24. Okay. Sorry, I know I shouldn't have to work that out, but, you know, once you're older than, like, 18, it doesn't matter how old you are. But yeah, I basically spent, like, the first half of my 20s unable to go outside as much. Like, you know, painkillers help, but only to a certain extent. So yeah, I finally started getting that, like, not under control, but I'm working on it. I've got a like an at-home therapy thing to do with a resistance band. I've got a lower limb class thing that I'm going to be doing actual like therapy at the hospital, and I've got an ultrasound guided injection of. I have no idea because my doctor wouldn't tell me exactly what the procedure was. I'm going to have to ask him when I go in next, but it's something where they take a massive needle full of something and use an ultrasound to guide it into the very centre of my ankle to try and help it in some way. Ah! Jesus Christ. Okay, something was a trap. Obviously something was a trap, I just didn't see it. Hey, stealth boy. Just pop a stim pack before we go in. I thought this was taking us into the vault. But yeah, like every time I go to the doctors, you know how they're always like really fucking rushed, and you kind of feel bad about bringing up other things. So you always have these little underlying health issues that are like languishing. Hey, picking up the trail completed, so this must actually be the vault, and not just another way into the vault. Yeah, that's the vault, alright. Finding the Garden of Eden. So yeah, every time I went in to see my doctor, I always had other things to go about, you know, migraines, stuff like that, and mostly my ankle, so I have to try and like I think I've got an appointment, I can't remember. It's very late at night. It's also summer, and it's like the hottest summer we've had in a long time, so it's hit like 30 degrees a couple of times. That's Celsius, which is 30 degrees Celsius is like 85, possibly 75 Fahrenheit for you Americans. And I know a lot of people's going to be like, that's not that hot. And, you know, I've been in places where it's hotter than that. I had a nice holiday in Spain when I was a young child, and it was like 40 degrees in the shade. So, yeah, but, you know, other places, your body gets used to it, and you have like air conditioning and stuff. And, yeah, we don't really have air conditioning in England or Europe at all. To the point where I actually didn't know what it was until a few years ago. So, you know, dealing with the hot weather is not as easy here. Like, a hot day for us is like 22 degrees, and after like 25, kids get sent home from school. So, that should give you a rough idea. It's a cart cage! Can I get inside? Apparently not. So yeah, that should give you a rough idea of like how little we can handle the heat, because we're not used to it. So I had to wait for like a time when it was raining 4 days in a row, essentially to get the temperature down, with no thunder, so that I could actually try and record. And right now my arm on the mouse is in like sort of like a T-Rex stance. Like, imagine you were getting electrocuted or doing a very distasteful impression of like, what would you call it, a spastic, a mongoloid. So your arm is like tight into your chest, and T-Rexed, and yeah, I basically have my arm like that right now, and I'm trying to use the mouse. It's not easy. Puts a lot of strain on your upper arm as well. But who knows, if I keep doing this I might develop some muscles. Ha ha ha. That is a lot of blood on those stairs. Where are those super sledges? Because those things are fucking heavy. Yeah, repair. And might as well repair these TBLRs as well. And we'll just jump out of there. Nothing interesting there. Also, I have like no idea where I'm going. I'm just sort of wandering around until I run out of things to kill, and then I'll start like following maps.
There you are.
There you are. Not much, are ya? Eh? You went down like a sack of shit. Okay, room is barricaded, but I can't see another way in, so there's not going to be anything interesting in there. Look at 3. Oh no! I'm no longer hidden. I wonder why. Oh, very hard. Okay. I kind of don't want to right now because I don't have very many bobby pins. Lockpicks, I suppose. So what I will do is have a look around and see if I can work out what's in that room and see if it's worth going in there. Something about around your neck? Oh, hello. Go for the head. Come on. Man, they are such meat sponges. I suppose that's the problem with coming here this high level. Every super mutant in here is an overlord or a master. They hit really hard as well. I didn't think they would do that much damage considering my armor. Right. So this is this the other side of the room I couldn't open before? Yes. Okay. So I could have spent some time trying to unlock that, and then found it to be basically worthless. Cool. I really should throw some like Molotov cocktails and grenades just for fun. Now, an average lock door seems like the sort of thing I can very easily spend a bunch of lockpicks on. Come on. No, it's probably more up here, isn't it? Ooh, come on. I have completely lost my skill. There we go. Who said that? I was expecting him to just come out the wall then. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just force this lock. Yeah, it worked. Oh man, Darkest Dungeon has made me become a very, very, like, risky player. I will take so many risks that I probably shouldn't. And it's probably worse in Darkest Dungeon because that's, you know, like a long-form roguelike with permadeath. So if one of your dungeon guys dies, then they dead forever, yo. You ain't got a chance of getting them back. Just looking for anything else to repair. I know I picked up a thing. Oh, put some food on me for some reason. You got any more books? There's a Pugilism Illustrateds. Man, I always forget how many books were in this game. Locked door? Closed. Locked. Just closed. Oh yeah, I was here earlier. Right, yeah. So I think I need to head down into the vault to find what I'm looking for.
Nice try. There you are.
Hello. Oh Christ. I'm gonna shoot with your gun and try and break it? No? Fair enough. How much of a master? Come on, man. Wow. I need some, like, overpowered guns. But every time I try and mod guns into this, it doesn't end well. Apart from the few that I have that were included in other mods. Nope.
No more games. Time to die.
So, since we're playing an open world Bethesda RPG, it seems almost thematic. The news about Skyrim. I gotta admit, when I heard they were making a Skyrim remastered edition and calling it the Definitive Edition, at least in pre-release they were calling it the Definitive Edition, I was skeptical. Mainly because every time someone names the game the Definitive Edition, it just makes me feel like I don't have the proper version of the game, and re-releasing a game... Like, I get it, Skyrim is amazingly popular to the point where it's still almost always on the top sellers of, like, this month on Steam. Like, it sells just so much. That is a weird story. Just a coffee mug and a spork and a bunch of blood. Ugh. Yeah, so naturally I was dismissive, and no, I was hurling expletives, just saying they're money hungry, you know, they should be working on trying to convince Obsidian to make a new Fallout game, because, you know, I'm not gonna shit talk Fallout 4 because I actually still haven't played it, but it just doesn't look like, and from what I've heard from other people, it's just not a good Fallout game. You know, it's a game based around exploration, and the main new features they added into the game were keeping you all in one place. Don't get me wrong, if I was playing that game, fuck me would I be building settlements. But yeah, and then Bethesda came out with an announcement which completely made me reverse my my stance, which is basically, if you already own Skyrim and its DLC, or the Legendary Edition, which is just a version of the game which is Skyrim and its DLC, on Steam, you get a free upgrade to a new app for the Definitive Edition, Skyrim Remastered, whatever they're calling it. So you don't have to pay a penny, you get it for free, as long as you already own the stuff. The summer sale, for me, is coming up in a few days, and you can probably pick up the Skyrim Legendary Edition for like, what, £2.50? So about $4? Something like that. And then you don't have to pay the presumably $60 or whatever it would be for the game brand new. And it's interesting because, you know, they're doing a bunch of stuff. They're fixing a bunch of bugs, which is the most interesting thing to me, because you know, anyone who's played Skyrim anywhere past like a year after its release would have been playing it with like 30, 40, 50 mods. So, and most of those mods are stuff like, I want an alternate start, FEV reserved, tank depleted. Most of those mods are like, I want an alternate start so I don't have to sit through that fucking terrible carriage scene every time I play the game. What about you? Your tank is depleted as well, okay. And then there's generally like 10 mods for bug fixes, the unofficial patch mods. You have the normal unofficial patch, then you have one for each of the DLCs, and then you just have a few more. Too much lore. I'm not interested in reading. I want to murder shit. I also want surgical tubing. Don't ask me why. Ooh. Red door. Okay, fair enough. I guess I'm not going in there then.
You over there? Please, come speak to me.
Holy shit, I forgot about this guy.
To your left. Oh, you can't have come next to the window. Either you are quite real. I am going quite mad.
I think you are quite mad. A friendly super mutant. Well, now I've seen everything.
No, must you use that vulgar term? Yes. I was born in the FEV chambers, but a super mutant I certainly am not. I prefer the term metahuman. Suits me better, don't you think? Perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself.
So, metahuman makes it sound like, you know, you ought to be in the Flash and freezing lasers in midair. Oh god, that show is so stupid, I love it. How ironic that the others consider you a mutant of their kind. Huh.
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. Might have just heard that. I've terrible health problems lately, like with everything else going on. I've also had a very bad bout of food poisoning, and I'm just on the tail end of it. But every once in a while, my stomach just gurgles and sends up a little bit of, you know, acid in the throat. Right. What do you know about the Gek?
I know what it is. I know where it is. And best of all, I know how you can get your hands on it.
Really? I'm not going to be mean. I like forks. Why would you help me?
Because you can help me.
Can
Get
I?
me out of this place. I can't take it anymore. I can't even recall how long I've been here. Take me with you.
Why would I have difficulty getting the Gek? See, this is one of those things where there's a puzzle in the game, and it gives you the solution to the puzzle before you find the puzzle, but then the solution explains the puzzle, and, you know,
The chamber
it works.
in which the Gek resides is absolutely flooded with radiation. It's unlikely to survive very long. Myself, on the other hand, have surprisingly inherited a use
Yes.
out of here. And I will place the
How do I get you out?
end of the hallway. To your right is a maintenance room.
Yep.
Inside, you'll find the fire control.
Okay.
A word of warning, though. Tripping the console. So,
You've got a deal. I like forks.
it's my
So what, I can't just open it? Oh yeah, I can hack the room on its own, which would actually be much nicer to do, so... Wow, combination is 0 of 11, which means it doesn't end in TION. So description and examination aren't the right ones, which I could have just worked out very, very quickly. Dud removed. I still really like this hacking minigame if you've got the patience for it. Mistrustful might be it. No, mistrustful is 1. Experience. There we go. Forks, mate. You haven't got to worry. I'm like Aiden Pierce over here. I can hack all this shit. Identify specimen. Specimen D624. Unlock door. Lock error. Call for search. Really? Oh, okay. That's just a kick in the tits. Well, there's nothing in there. This one's already open. Hurroo, hurrah, hooray. So he said up to the end of the hallway on the right. Come on. Die, die, die. There we go. It's nice to have one of these lawnmower guns. Just literally point it in a direction and wait. Makes it very easy. I probably should have just put the controller in. Tried playing this with the controller. There's a lot of this is like not found in every vault. This is like unique vault scenery. I remember this room. Yeah, I do remember this room. Fuck. Okay, yeah. Wow, I just remembered what happens. As if anybody here hasn't already played this game and doesn't know. This game is like, what, 10 years old at this point? Fuck, I mean, Skyrim came out almost 5 years ago, because it was 11/11/11 it released. Everybody in there is dead raiders. Nothing in there. I don't want to get ambushed by a bunch of shit when I open the door. Oh, hello, Mr. Centaur. But I do not mind opening the doors. I don't mind hacking them individually. Especially when I can just do this. Terminate it, and then open the door. Oh, that's a lot of gas. Ooh, do I have a grenade? I think I do. Frag grenade. Tee. Come on then, you big bastard. Yeah, that's what you get. Oh, they were both masters. Masters are like nothing now. Also, if you're the thing I always remember this vault for, if you're doing the quest for the raiders at, like, I think it's Evergreen Mills, where they ask you to kill a bunch, not kill a bunch of people, the guy wants you to restock him of various weapons to increase his weapon stockpile, and one of the things he wants a lot of is Chinese assault rifles. And if you come here early in the game, every single one of these guys has a Chinese assault rifle. So it's like a really easy source of them. There we go. Occasionally you just have to cheat. Unlock door. Oh, okay, this guy's not friendly. Sid? No? Well. Fuck you then. You must be something special. Merc grunt outfit, lead pipe. Wow. Someone put jam on this computer. It actually looks kind of tasty. I could go for some jam. Oh god, no. Ugh. Food poisoning ruins food for you. I tried to have some toast like yesterday because it's a nice, light, easy meal. And the toast was just like, nah, son, you like shouldn't be eating anything at all. And it was like the first time I vomited in like 5 years or so. Oh, okay, so if you hack that, you can open only Fawkes' door. If you activate the fire alarm, it opens all the doors. Or you can, you can do what I did, go around and hack all the doors individually, so that the Fawkes? Hey, it is Fawkes. So that you can kill everything and then open it with that.
You have no idea how long I've pictured this moment in my mind, and it feels far better than I'd imagined.
Cool.
Now, for my...
Yes, I will follow you next time. So, thanks for watching, guys. That's going to do it for this episode. I promise I won't just talk about my myriad of health complaints in the next episode, although I could probably fill up the rest of the series with nothing but that. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will see you next time. Peace out.